Hi Leo, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading. Hope you guys are all well. I'm going to take a second to remind everyone that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Leo out there. So guys, take what resonates for you, leave the rest for someone else. Remember, the energies can reverse. So if it's resonating, you get in where you fit in, but don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Leo? Leo. Leo. All right. Leo, you are starting out with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. You have the Page of Cups reversed and the King of Pentacles reversed. All right, so Leo, this is a karmic cycle or a karmic lesson that you're going through. It is emotional for you. I feel like there's some turbulence within this, and it's destabilizing for you. Also, be very careful with your money this week because, you know, I'm seeing that there's a lack of stability, not only emotionally, but also perhaps in your finances. So make sure that you're focusing on your money, make sure you're focusing on your stability, your home, children if you have children, because, and some of you, look, I'm seeing some of you might be going through a karmic, dealing with a karmic situation here. So be very careful with regard to that. It's very destabilizing. Some of you could be trying to let go of something or someone from your past as well. Somebody that you have deep emotions for, but there's a sense here of you kind of trying to shut those emotions down for some reason. Let me see who's in your energy. Show me who is in, because there's a feeling of loss in your energy here. Show me who is in Leo's energy. Show me who is in Leo's energy. And also I'm seeing for a lot of you, there's a sense here of you not being able to express your feelings or emotions for some reason. All right, so the person in your energy, we have the Ace of Cups. We have the Seven of Swords reversed. And coming out together is the Ten of Cups reversed along with the Four of Swords reversed. So I will tell you that the person that's in your energy, they do love you. If you're not with this person, they definitely want to be with you. Some of you could be with that person, but it's not a stable connection. What I'm seeing here is that this person actually really does love you, but there's been a lot that has gone on between the two of you. This is a lotus flower, and this lotus flower grows out of mud and muck and mire, but it comes to the surface and it blooms radiantly. So, you know, something here, this person is acknowledging, yes, there was a lot of stuff here that was bad, that was difficult, that was dirty, messy. Seven of Swords in the reverse tells me that this person has some insight into whatever that was. And I do feel like you do as well. It's whatever has caused you to pull back your feelings and emotions. It's what's causing you to second guess this relationship. I will say that this whatever it is exposed. It's out in the open. This person could have been very deceptive in the past. I am seeing that they're not happy right now. They have been very withdrawn. They're not very happy right now. And they now want to talk about this. They want to discuss it. They've been doing some healing. Yeah, there's something to do with a cat. Something about a cat. This person, I don't know if this person has a cat. I don't know if you like cats. Something to do with a cat. But I don't know why that came up. All right, so let me see the energy between Leo and this person. Yeah, Page of Swords in the reverse. You may feel this person's not being truthful with you right now. There's a lack of communication, and I do feel like this person wants to bring that out into the open. Yeah, they want to talk about it. So I do feel like they're gaining some insight into their behaviors. Let me see. Show me what's affecting this connection. Show me what's affecting this connection. You may not realize how much this person cares for you either. because I feel like you almost have one foot in and one foot out. The Three of Cups. So what's affecting this is a reconciliation. Yeah, it's a reconciliation, which will make you both very happy. It'll be a reason to celebrate. So let me see the outcome. Show me the outcome. The King of Swords, there it is. There's that conversation. And it's interesting to me that it spun around before it finally came out in the upright, which tells me that this is a conversation that needs to happen, and it's needed to happen for quite some time. There could be defensiveness on both sides, but this is an honest conversation that is going to happen here. I feel like it will be initiated by the person that is in your energy, and I also feel like you're both going to be very blunt, very honest about your feelings and what's going on. You could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. Bottom of the deck is the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. This is underlying energy, and it does tell me this could be a trauma bond, or it could be a codependent energy, or a codependent connection. So if that's the case, examine that. Be sure that you're looking at that, and if so, trying to work on that, healing that. But it also tells me that both of you may have felt a deep sense of loss here in this connection, but you more so. So let me clarify. Spirit, why is the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse for Leo? All right, Four of Swords, and you also have the Ace of Cups. So this is very encouraging. You both love each other. You both have this Ace of Cups. But it's almost like neither party really comprehends how much the other party loves them. You're healing. You're healing here from whatever happened. Something created a deep loss, deep loss for you. It destabilized you somewhat, and you're healing. I do see this energy where you're pulled back. You feel like there's things you can't say, things that you can't express. And I feel like that's building up, and it's going to come to a head. Let me see the Page of Cups reversed for Leo. It doesn't look like love is the issue here. There's stuff that has happened between the two of you that has caused a lot of feelings that are tumultuous, feelings that are difficult. And they have to be dealt with. They have to be expressed. All right, Six of Swords reversed and the Nine of Wands reversed. You don't trust them. I can see that. I do also see that, there were a lot of problems here. A lot of problems. Now, what I can say is that a lot of these problems are beginning to resolve. They're beginning to work out. And that's good. But there's some problems that are still here, long-standing problems, that's causing you to pull your feelings and your emotions back, and it's stuck in your energy. You haven't moved away from some kind of chaos that's still here, and so there's no peace in the situation currently. Sometimes you feel hopeless about the situation, and then you shut down, and that's where you go silent. It's not about the love, guys. It's about being able to communicate with this person and really express yourself. Let me see why the King of Pentacles is in reverse. Show me the King of Pentacles in reverse for Leo. Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands reversed. We have the Eight of Pentacles reversed, and then we have the Eight of Cups reversed. All right, so this might have been an on and off situation where you get together, break up, get together, break up. I do feel like there's something here that is not working out. This is what's causing you to feel that everything is unstable. I do also feel like you're not putting the effort into communicating something. There's something here that needs to be communicated, and I'm getting that message strongly and repeatedly. Now, that being said, I do see you revisiting this situation because you're putting in the effort, and some of these issues are resolving, and you're happy about that. You want to be with this person, but there's something here that has occurred that has been swept under the rug that has to be talked about. And I feel like you are going to be revisiting that very soon. Something that made this not work out. Let's look at their energy. Show me the Ace of Cups for the person in Leo's energy. My cards are just flying all over the place today. Show me the Ace of Cups for the person in Leo's energy. Okay, Page of Wands and the Lovers. So this person may have had a choice between you and someone else at some point. This person, though, does believe that you are a soulmate. They also believe that you have been guided together, that, you know, this is a spiritual connection. And I do feel like this person is going to approach you with good news. I do see good news. I see it coming from them. Because I feel like this person definitely really does love you. But there's things that haven't been talked about or discussed. And neither of you really are aware of how deep each person feels for the other. So let me see. Let's see what this Seven of Swords in reverse is. Show me the Seven of Swords reversed. This person could be younger than you or maybe a little bit immature, especially when it comes to communication. Show me the Seven of Swords in reverse. Okay, Ten of Pentacles, and then we had the Five of Wands reverse. If there's conflict between the two of you, this person wants to resolve it. They're going to try to resolve that so that the two of you can celebrate. You can go out together, have a good time. I am seeing that this person, the reason that they have been shut down is because they're trying to avoid having further conflict with you. Whatever this is from the past, it has been it's kind of been shoved under the rug. And part of it is because this person has been trying to avoid having conflict. They're avoidant, conflict avoidant. But it has to be worked out. And in particular, anything that was deceptive that occurred in this connection, if there was lying, and there is some indication that you feel there was, they don't want to talk about that because they're trying to avoid fighting and having conflict. That being said, this person feels like they could build an empire with you. They feel like they're looking at you from a long-term, perspective. They're saying, yeah, Leo and I could have it all together. And so I do feel like, I also feel like they don't trust themselves very much either. That's interesting. So also be careful of who this person runs around with. This person could have a very close set of friends or family that they party with, and they could be realizing that they're allowing those friends or family to be in competition with you. If that's the case, they're going to resolve that. Let me see the bottom energy for the person in Leo's energy. Yeah, so if you feel like this person is prioritizing family members or other friends, that was not their intention, and they will resolve that. And I'm not seeing that they're being a bad influence on this person. In fact, they're actually a positive influence. But you may feel that they put you in competition with them. All right, so we have the Tower reversed. We have the Seven of Cups reversed and the World. So there was a lot of confusion. There was a lot of confusion going on here. I don't know if it was internal, like this person was confused about what they wanted, which it looks like. And that's what created the deceptive behavior. It could have created a lot of conflict between the two of you. But that confusion is now cleared up or clearing up. And this person, so there was a tower moment between the two of you, and this person is now going to approach that because they want to talk about repairing the damage that was done. They want to talk about building this connection back on a solid foundation. They want to put an end to all the unhappiness and have basically a restart. So honestly, Leo, this looks good. This really does look good if you're open to it. Let me see, show me the energy between Leo and this person. Yeah, you're overwhelmed. 10 of Wands and the Sun. You're overwhelmed right now with all of this stuff that's going on. And you're also saying, look, there's a lot of problems still here that need to be addressed. We're not talking about these problems. I can see clearly that you both love each other, but again, these problems are here, and you feel like you're carrying every last one of them, and you have become overwhelmed and burdened. They're seeing that. They're beginning to see that. And I will say that they're going to deliver some sort of good news to you, because this person is basically saying, I see the problems, Leo, but you make me happy. You specifically make me happy. And I do see that they had a choice between you and somebody new, and they're definitely choosing you. So let me see. Show me the Three of Cups. Yeah, they think about you all the time. They have deep feelings for you, and they feel like the two of you are soulmates, that you were led to be together. So, if you're doubting if this person loves you, I would not. Show me the Three of Cups. Why is the Three of Cups here? How's this affecting this connection? All right, Six of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. You could be dealing with another fire sign, specifically another Leo, actually. But also could be an Aries. It could be an Aries or a Sagittarius. I'm seeing Scorpio energy, Gemini energy is here. But what's affecting the connection is you want an equal and balanced connection. I feel like you're very generous. You want to resolve the problems, but you're recognizing that there's a lot of chaos here, and that whenever that chaos happens, you shut down. So what you're asking for is balance. You're asking for, I give to the connection, you give to the connection, an equal give and take. You may feel depleted. You may feel like you were the only one giving for quite some time. Now, this person does not want conflict with you. This person is highly attracted to you. They actually have you on a pedestal. They enjoy going out with you. This person enjoys spending time with you. And they see this connection from a long-term perspective. There's love here. There's passion here. And they truly enjoy spending time with you. This is one of the reasons why they don't want to go into the past, because they're afraid that it's going to cause conflict and more problems. They're going to take the initiative, though, to approach you. And I do feel like we have this honest conversation coming out. So let's see. Show me the outcome for Leo. Show me the outcome for Leo, please. One more card. Show me the outcome for Leo, please. This person may have a hard time expressing themselves as well. All right, so we have the Five of Cups, we have the Ace of Pentacles, and we have the Page of Pentacles. So here's the thing. You've been really sad. You've been looking at the past a lot. You've been questioning if this person loves you. And I feel like they do. Now, you have to follow your intuition and your guidance. But ever since this person came back into your life, you've been looking at the past. You've been looking at what hasn't worked out. You've been questioning, is this person a player? When is it going to be before they pull out from underneath me again? And so your focus is definitely not on the connection as it is right now. Your focus is on what has already taken place. And the reason for that, Leo, and I don't blame you, I get that, but the reason for that is because you feel shut down. You're not feeling that you are open to express your feelings to this person and have them heard. And so that's putting up all these red flags for you. You're feeling shut down. And so this chaos from the past, whatever it was that caused this tower moment between the two of you, I feel like that, how do I word it? Your focus is on that, and it's going to be until you feel heard, until you feel that it's resolved. It's not going to go away, all right? Now, in their energy, I do feel like they have been avoiding this conversation because they don't want further conflict. Again, love is not the issue between the two of you. This person could be very avoidant. They could have difficulty with communication. And I do feel like they are realizing that if they want the happiness that is going to be contained within this connection, that they're going to have to build that from the ground up, which means putting an end to and resolving the stuff from the past. So they're going to come towards you and they are going to want to discuss it, want to talk about it. They're making an offer to you to end the past problems and start new, start fresh. It's going to be this very honest conversation that is coming between the two of you. Now, the good news is that this person, this conversation's going to start small, but it's going to be a very important conversation, and it's going to lead to the stability here. It's a stable new beginning that is taking place, and it's going to be based on the honest communication that is going to occur between the two of you, and I'm telling you, this person is going to be the one to initiate it. So this is actually really good energy. Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Swords. So this is you basically saying, okay, we can have this conversation, and I'm open to this, but you're very guarded. You're very guarded because of your past experiences. I feel like if this person takes a misstep, you're going to want to lop their head off. If I were you, I would be very, careful about that, because this person has a difficult time opening up anyway. But you also have earned the Queen of Swords energy. Quite frankly, the Queen of Swords is known as a divorce queen, and it can be very defensive, doesn't put up with any bullshit. But why? Well, because she got hurt. She got hurt deeply. And I can see that deep hurt in your energy. So I do see that this is it looks like a divine partnership. And I do see that there will be this conversation, but your boundaries are going to be intact. Just make sure that you're not shutting them down also. All right, so let's pull an oracle card, Leo. See if we have any further advice for Leo. Leo. All right, Leo, your card is number 24, and it says stuck in the mud. That's that stuck energy. So let's see what that's about. Give me just a second. You are being invited to stop and savor the wonder of your life. Becoming stuck is sometimes the only way to trick yourself into slowing down and looking around you. In fact, this is a sign that you need to shift your focus away from what you're doing and place your attention elsewhere. Struggling will only get you to even muddier places. Now is not the time to move forward, but to observe. Clarity about your circumstances will come a little later. Stop and find the joy in what you've been overlooking. Soon you'll be out of the mud. But for now, be still and know that Spirit has a plan for you. Oh, that's beautiful. All right, Leo, I hope this has been helpful in giving you some clarity in this situation. If you've resonated with this reading, hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and hype this video if you can. Until I see you in your next reading, Leo, know that you are loved, and namaste.